Hello, I'm Edward. Unravel the enigma of John Dillinger, one of America's most notorious criminals, as we delve into the first 6 hidden truths of his infamous life in this video. From his Navy desertion to his audacious jail escapes, Dillinger's exploits echo with unparalleled audacity. Strap in as we begin our journey into the life of America's most wanted man, unmasking the legend from myth and reality.
Welcome to our channel, Hushed Histories, revealing the secrets of bygone eras. Fact 1. A Navy deserter.
John Dillinger, whose name would become synonymous with audacious robberies and daring prison escapes, started his life on the wrong side of the law rather early. At just 20 years old, he had already tasted the thrill of a stolen joyride across Indianapolis, a chase that nearly led to his encounter with police gunfire. Seeing few alternatives, Dillinger enlisted in the U.S. Navy, perhaps hoping to find a fresh start or escape from his past. However, life aboard the battleship Utah, primarily spent shoveling coal, didn't prove to be an appealing one to the young hothead. Dillinger's rebellious streak only intensified within the strict confines of military discipline, leading to repeated instances of insubordination and unexcused absences. Punishments, including solitary confinement, did little to deter him. By December 1923, barely a few months into his service, Dillinger had deserted the Navy for good, a decision that would shape the trajectory of his tumultuous life.
Fact 2. Great Depression-era Robin Hood.
In the bleak, disheartening times of the Great Depression, John Dillinger emerged as an unusual kind of hero, a Robin Hood of the era. In a period where financial institutions were largely seen as the villains, Dillinger's audacious bank heists seemed almost justified in the public eye. People were mesmerized by the audacity of his crimes, sometimes involving him leaping over bank counters with remarkable agility. It wasn't uncommon for crowds to gather outside the banks he robbed, cheering him on as he made his daring escapes. It was this public admiration that bolstered Dillinger's confidence, leading him to more daring acts. In reality, his actions brought financial ruin to many innocent people, painting a stark contrast to the romanticized figure he was often made out to be.
Fact 3. Most of adult life in prison.
John Dillinger, America's most notorious gangster, spent a significant portion of his adult life confined behind bars. His life of crime began early, and by his early 20s, he found himself serving his first sentence for a botched robbery. The prison walls didn't deter Dillinger. Instead, they served as a school of crime, hosting an array of the Midwest's most hardened convicts who shared their criminal wisdom. Paroled in May 1933, Dillinger was a changed man, not reformed, but hardened and more cunning than ever. His return to society was marked not by reform, but by an immediate descent back into the underworld, teaming up with an Indianapolis gang. He quickly graduated from small-time heists to high-stake bank robberies, setting the stage for a year-long reign of terror.
Fact 4. Helped free his bandmates from jail.
In the latter part of 1933, John Dillinger, already infamous for his daring heists, started hatching a plan to spring his old prison mates from the Indiana State Prison at Michigan City. His objective was to assemble an elite team of bank robbers from the very men he'd rubbed shoulders with during his prison stint. To pull off this audacious plan, Dillinger ingeniously conspired to hide .338 caliber pistols in a crate of thread meant for the prison shirt factory. The hidden firearms proved invaluable, enabling 10 convicts, including experienced criminals handsome Harry Pierpont, Charles Makeley, and John Hamilton, to overpower their guards and escape. Dillinger's plan was flawlessly timed, as he himself had been arrested a few days prior and was detained in a jail in Lima, Ohio. On October 12th, the recently freed Pierpont and 2 others sauntered into the Ohio jail, liberating Dillinger and gunning down the county sheriff in the process.
Fact 5. Robbed police stations.
In the annals of criminal audacity, few episodes match up to John Dillinger's daring venture of robbing police stations, the very bastions of law enforcement. In the wake of his dramatic jailbreak in October 1933, Dillinger and his gang targeted the police stations of Auburn and Peru, Indiana, in an audacious act of defiance. With an audacity that astounded the law enforcement, they walked straight into the police headquarters, their guns ready and their intentions clear. As officers looked on, dumbfounded by the gall of these gangsters, Dillinger and his men proceeded to empty their gun cabinets. They made away with a formidable arsenal that included Thompson submachine guns, shotguns, rifles, tear gas guns, bulletproof vests, and more than a dozen pistols. The stolen arsenal was immediately put to use, fueling a spree of bank heists that ended with 2 police officers tragically losing their lives.
Fact 6. Escaped from jail using a wooden gun.
John Dillinger's most infamous escape occurred from the supposed escape-proof jail in Crown Point, Indiana, where Dillinger was awaiting trial following his arrest in Tucson, Arizona in January 1934. However, Dillinger's stay at Crown Point lasted only a little over a month, with the jail's high security measures proving to be no match for his cunning and resourcefulness. On March 3, 1934, Dillinger stunned the world by masterminding a dramatic escape using a fake gun, which he claimed to have fashioned from a block of wood, a razor handle, and a coat of black shoe polish. Despite some controversy over whether the fake gun was smuggled into the prison by one of his lawyers, there was no denying the audacity of the escape, in which Dillinger managed to round up several guards using his wooden pistol. Once he gained control, Dillinger acquired a real Thompson submachine gun and commandeered the sheriff's personal police car, heading straight for Chicago in his daring bid for freedom. Remarkably, Dillinger wasted no time in resuming his criminal career, teaming up with the infamous gangster Babyface Nelson to rob a bank in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, just 3 days later. We've just traversed the first half of John Dillinger's riveting tale, exploring hidden truths from his time as a Navy deserter to his infamous jail escapes. Each facet of his life unveils a man who epitomized rebellion and audacity, making him one of America's most notorious outlaws. Stay tuned for the next part, where we continue to delve deeper into the enigma that is John Dillinger, stripping away the layers of myth to reveal the man behind the legend.
We hope you've enjoyed the video and encourage you to share your thoughts, additional facts, or any fascinating stories about the topic in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this captivating voyage into the world of hushed histories.